Hey, hey, hey! It's Mikate. Thanks for tuning on in. We will be getting started here in just a minute with some Honkai StarRail. Got a brand new character to do some trials on, and I haven't actually ever gotten to really use Sparkle either, so I will also be doing her character trial in the next little bit here. Should be an awesome time. So we will get started in just a moment with all of that. Alrighty then, without any further ado, let's get into it. So first things first is going to be the character trials, because you know we gotta see our brand new characters we get to play. Alright, and I have been really careful in avoiding spoilers, so that means I don't know much about him or about any of the 4 stars that are along with him. Okay, so Hook, nice. Gwenifin, good. And then, is that Arlen? Yeah, Arlen, okay. I've never actually played with Arlen, so that'll be another fun experience to try out while we're around here. Let me just adjust my mic real quick. Alrighty. So, let's get to it. Obviously, we're going to start with our main guy here. Okay. Alright. Let's see what his deal is. Okay, so they've got him with Pan-Cosmic Commercial Enterprise. Interesting for effect hit rate. Makes sense, given what little they've said before. Alright. Traces. Basic attack, fire damage, 90% of his attack. Pretty standard for a supportish character. His ultimate sets the number of Ashenro stacks on the enemy target to the highest number of Ashenro stacks present on the battlefield. Okay, helpful. Activates a zone and deals fire damage. Okay, so he's also doing fire damage inside the zone. Increased ultimate damage. Okay, that's helpful. and then more Ashen Roast when they take action. Awesome. All right. Ooh. One moment. All right. Apologies, I just had to go and grab my water real quick. So, anyway, his talent, let's take a look at that. When he hits an enemy with basic attack, skill, or ultimate, 1 stack of Ashen Roast, okay. Increase damage they take, okay. Oh, hey, how's it going? Sorry, yeah, I missed your message. I will, let me shift my monitor so it's more in view. I am doing well today so far. How are you? Alright, so yeah, it generally looks like a lot of effect hit rate's going to be beneficial. Makes sense with the artifact they chose. And then lots of self-buffing. That could be useful, at least on him. Alright, cool. I am excited to see how he plays. Who else have we got in this group? Misha. Okay. Alright, so a crew I'm fairly familiar with. That's good.
This place is dangerous.
Okay. And we just went through all that, so we
Refusing
don't
the toast.
necessarily need it. Alright.
More seasoned.
Who invited
So,
you?
specifically here, I personally will be comparing him with Gallagher in terms of a lot of his abilities and actions, because he is partially a healer and also very combat focused, which is a little bit
Guess what I'm
similar
about to do.
in a lot of aspects
I'm
to
honored by your
what Gallagher
presence.
provides
Since you're already here,
for my current team.
why not have a meal before you leave?
Naughty child.
So, I really am just trying to figure out whether it makes sense to get him or whether
Let's
I
start
should
today's duties.
wait.
Cleaning up now. I'm okay. How much time do I have? Sorry.
A little more heat.
Scared yet? Who will it be? Time for a shot. Nap time. Hope I don't mess up.
How about letting the enemy strike
Oh,
first?
stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
More seasoned. I'm honored by your... Since you're already here, why not have a meal before you leave?
No manners, huh? Naughty child. Let's start today's duties.
I'm a little busy right now, but if you send me a message, I can get back to it.
A little more heat.
Who will it be? Time for a shot.
Hope I don't mess up.
It's better to make no move.
More seasoning.
Naughty child. Nap time.
I got it!
My back.
How much time do I have?
It's a really interesting team they chose to
Sorry.
set him
I'm
up
honored
with,
by your
because there's
presence.
not really any great
Since you're already here,
break effect.
why not have a meal before
which,
you leave?
admittedly, we're just going for a different play style here, which is fine. Not usually what I prefer, but that's okay. It's just different, so he might actually fit in better on a separate team. I could see him still with Firefly, but he might have to also be paired with some other more DOT-related characters for Simulated Universe in particular, to go for the Nihility path as opposed to what I typically would do. Alright, let's try out Sparkle. Hello, welcome. Thanks for stopping by. I'm doing great. How are you?
Watch this.
That's good. No opportunities here, huh? Yeah, I'm doing the test of the new characters to see who makes the most sense to have and add to one of my teams. So right now I'm thinking Joshua, just because he's fire-based and I'm putting together a pretty solid fire team currently with, well, right now it's Firefly, Gallagher, Topaz,
We're in trouble
and
now.
then my third is whoever. So we're seeing, because I personally don't know that I necessarily have a specific use for Sparkle in mind, just because her main thing is skill points. Yeah, for a little while. I am caught up with the most recent update, but my first character banner, I guess, was Topaz. So that's when I started out,
The game is always changing.
to give you kind of a sense of time. So a little while, but not too long.
Specimen
Definitely not since first started. Alright.
You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 1.
Alright.
Feeling spiffy? Can we talk? Let's play hide and seek. You have 10 seconds. 10, 9, 1.
Whoa. Alright. You're just... Sorry, minor technical difficulties here.
Can you find the answer? Wait for the tiles. Don't rush. The game is always changing.
Okay, I see. So yeah, that's relatively recent. I'm compared to me, at least a little bit. So who's your first character banner then? That's probably my best way of figuring out exactly when relative that was.
Yeah, Luke. Welcome, customers.
Oh yeah, okay, gotcha. Are you still pretty early on in the story then, I would think? Just so I can avoid spoilers as needed.
Let's play for a while. To travel far away. Try them all! Tasty.
Alright, fair enough. I mean, I did about the same thing. I finished quite quickly, which part of that is just,
I think something bit me.
there wasn't a lot of content that you could play through. We're getting more and more and more, but
Fight as one!
fair enough.
Look at the draw.
My favorite character, definitely Firefly to play. Yeah.
Victory!
She's really fun, especially if you pair her with Ronmei. She's great. Or any speed buffing character, honestly, because you can kind of just like loop anybody you're fighting against. So that's one of my favorite ways to play, is just with her, and then
Let's be friends.
a couple other fire characters since she applies the weakness break, and then usually I'll have my third be either Boot Hill, recently just because of the update. Oh yeah? Ronmei, Harmony MC, and Gallagher? Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I usually do, instead of Harmony MC, I do Boot Hill in that slot, and then recently I've been playing with Firefly there just because it feels right to do so since it's kind of her update, but goodness.
Can you find the answer? Gotcha. My turn.
There we go.
Welcome, customers. Specimen sighted. I'll go easy this time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that honestly,
Like that, huh?
that would be nice. Not that Gallagher's doing too bad, but I would always say yes to an upgrade.
1,000 wonders to fight as one! To travel far away. Try them all! Let's play. Can you find the answer? Wait for the tiles.
To be honest, I have been mostly trying to avoid specific knowledge on who's coming up, which probably is problematic. I should probably take a look at that pretty soon here. So I don't actually know who's coming up next, other than, you know, when they get announced specifically here. So I don't know yet. But if you know of any reruns, I don't know who's coming up next, but
Let's play hide
yeah.
and seek. Can you
We'll
find
have
the
to see.
answer?
I'm kind of taking it as it comes.
My turn. Choosing to strike.
You got anybody you're looking forwards to? Other than, obviously, Lingsha? And don't worry about spoilers. I don't mind them, I just don't seek them out, so. Fair. Yeah, that could be really
Vigilant.
interesting.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Right. Yeah, I don't know too much about Fate overall, but yeah, any type of collab
Naughty child.
sounds like it could be really fun.
Scared yet?
Certainly something different, which I feel
Oh,
like is
let's see.
helpful, and it'll kind of drive forward more updates and more content, so that should be nice too. Yeah, still very much up in the air probably on that one, I'm sure, since it's so far out. Yeah, absolutely. That is one on my list. I've got her at E3 right now, and I really, really, really want to E6 her when she comes back. So as soon as that gets announced as a rerun, I will be on that so fast. And just saving and saving everything I can, because, yeah, she's definitely my absolute favorite to play.
Everyone's a customer.
I know,
Who invited you?
but I played through essentially from... I got really lucky on my first, like, 2 character pulls. Oh, nice. And then, Firefly took pretty much everything else from Penacony, like, and before that I had left over, so...
Come feast your eyes. Happy New Year.
Scared yet? Who will it be? Everything is ordained by... Oh, stars, give these trailblazers your blessing.
I'm on guard.
No manners, huh?
I would say most of them I got either... Most of my characters are 4 stars, and then I got, just through, like, the free banner, a bunch of them. As far as, like, my... I mean, yes, but, like, not... So I got a bunch of characters just through the free banner, so those are all your standards, and then I have a couple of, like, since I did wish on Firefly in particular, I've got Gallagher, and then who else was paired with her? I don't remember. Anyway, I've got most of her companion characters and at a relatively high Eidolon level, and then I've got basically the characters who went with Topaz and who went with yeah. I have Misha. Yep, exactly. So yep, I've got both of them at I don't even know what constellation level. Cause when I started, I focused as my 4 stars on Herda, and then I got Serval pretty early on, so.
We were...
Is that all you got? Let me pay you back tenfold.
Here!
Your number is up.
You can't run! 1,000 wonders to raise your spirit. Fight as one! Try that again.
Is that all you got?
Alright. Well, the
me
turn
pay you
order here
back
certainly didn't do Arlen any favors.
My turn.
Okay, Yancheng and Bailu. Nice. Yeah, I got Bailu, and then Clara, and who else?
What's wrong? Afraid of what I might do?
Japard from Standard Pulse, that's it. He's my other one, but Gepard I got like only a couple days ago, honestly, so I haven't built him at all yet. He's just kind of sitting there.
Can't run! Welcome, customers.
I'm curious, do you actually use Bailu at all? Because I know you said you had Gallagher. I don't know. She's not my favorite healer. I got her and I still stuck with Natasha as my primary healer
Try hard sometimes.
because
Watch this
I just
awesome move.
I liked the recovery from stun that Natasha gives way more than I liked Bailu's
Is
heal.
that all you got? Let me pay you back tenfold!
Right. Yeah. As a 5-star, I feel like honestly Natasha beats her out still, even though she is in fact a 5-star, like, and that's 4. Yeah, exactly. The lack of the cleansing is just can't do it. There's so many enemies it's just impossible to beat without that too, especially like high level stuff. Kind of feels like that's the same way for everyone I ask about that too. But I'm always curious to know if anybody actually makes use of her consistently.
Wanna go take some pictures? Or maybe we can go drink some Immortal's Delight.
Ooh. Yeah, that's really solid. That would be super helpful, honestly.
All right. Now that you're in position, Miss March, let's get this lesson started.
I'm not good at acting all master-like. Since Grandpa asked me to teach you swordplay, I won't hold back any secrets.
Yeah, that's probably true. I'm sure that helps to get her to a point where she can be functional more so in a team, especially at high level. 'Cause
Thank you so much, Masters. Oh, wait. Does this mean our training is only officially starting right now?
After all, we need to watch you practice for a few days before we can figure out how talented you are, right?
So, how'd I do, Master?
You're definitely talented, Miss March.
yeah, that might tip the scales. It depends. It really depends who you're fighting, right? Because some enemies you just can't get around needing the resurrection. Because, like, for example, Cocolia, if she stuns or freezes your main character or your main damage dealer, you're just done. Like, you're out
Hey,
for that
here
round.
you are. Did you hear that? These two masters just called me a swordplay genius.
But I feel like there's also certain bosses where you probably could get away with taking her if you wanted to, so.
Just wait until I go back. Everyone's going to be so wowed by my new skills.
Swordplay requires rigorous training. Before we start, Miss March, you need to find a clear reason to keep you motivated while you train. It doesn't have to be something huge, but it needs to be clear.
Yeah, she's one of those characters who I feel like really could use a revisit in terms of her whole skill set, just because it kind of feels sad to have her on the 5-star banner because she just doesn't keep up with any of the other 5-stars, and there's 4-stars that beat her. Several 4-stars that beat her, pretty much. Well, depends on your thoughts on Lynx, but either way, several 4-stars that beat her.
In other words, Even though you didn't exactly choose to be our apprentice, you still need to take the initiative during this learning process.
I once had the honor of learning swordplay from a master. She asked me why I started training at such a young age, why I wielded a sword. So, for our first lesson, I'd like to ask you the same question.
Yeah, I wish that I had gotten her. That would be so nice. Yeah, especially for... I have very little way to set up a good follow-up attack team right now, so for Simulated Universe, it's a rough go.
Miss March, why do you wield your sword?
Why do I wield my sword? I wield my sword to take down my enemies. I mean, what other reason is there?
I also questioned that sword master about why she uses her sword, and she said, to vanquish my enemies, nothing more. Miss March, you gave a similar response, which shows you've got potential.
Yeah, I'm kind of slowly working my way through 2.4 and all the stuff that goes along with it. So I've got through like the main storyline to the pause point where they stop you, but I haven't done any of March's training stuff, so.
The best way to take down your enemy is with a blaster gun. I heard a hero say something like that in an immersia. He also mentioned that sword training can push a person's physical abilities to their ultimate limit.
Seems like you've seen your fair share of immersion, Miss March. But if you want my opinion, if your goal is self-improvement, you'll feel just as accomplished even if you put down the sword and go back to your bow.
Oh, come on. Don't listen to his empty talk.
Yeah, I stream pretty often. So typically my schedule is Monday and then Friday starting at around 6, and then Wednesdays I start at closer to 8, so like 8 to 9 is pretty typical. And then on weekends I'll usually do like a slightly longer stream of playthrough. For that I've been doing mostly Genshin just because there's more content in there to actually stream with for a longer period of time. So, but yeah, I stream fairly often.
Now I'm curious to hear what Master Yunli has to say.
Let me ask you something, March. Do you have any specific goals for learning swordplay? Like achieving a certain ranking in the war dance, or maybe you want to defeat someone, like Yanqing, or me?
Awesome.
Who do I want to defeat? Her? Dan Heng? Himeko? Or Mr. Yang?
I don't know that that's particularly likely, March. Well, I mean, maybe, but we'll see.
If you can't think of anyone specific, why not set a simpler goal? Like, how many opponents do you want to defeat at once with a sword?
I'll fight 10!
Well, at least she's enthusiastic.
10?
Oops, that just slipped out. It's actually another line from an immersia. Yeah, I really like them. So what?
Yeah, no, I love her new outfit. It's super awesome. And the addition of the red, too, I feel like really just complements everything.
I think I figured out what's motivated March to learn swordplay.
With her pink and the blue, the red just adds like an extra depth to it. Plus, she's just adorable. And her idol's super cute, too.
Could it possibly be immersia about swordmasters?
Hey, now that you mention it, that actually makes sense. I'm super interested in Xianzhou immersia and novels. Even though I use a bow, almost all the great heroes in those immersia use swords. So I want to be a swordmaster too.
See?
right? I mean, who wouldn't want to be a sword master?
Yeah, go for it. You're welcome to join. There should be a link on my account. Otherwise, I can link it below as well real quick here. But yeah, you're more than welcome to join.
Becoming a sword master who fights for justice and battles evil? Well, that's definitely a good reason to keep you motivated in swordplay training.
Now that you've both given your approval, I have another small request. I want to perform a tea ceremony to honor you as my masters. Remember, you'll need to tap the table a few times with your fingers.
You're most welcome.
Tea ceremony? Tap the table? Do we have to be so serious about accepting an apprentice for the first time?
Please? That's how those heroes in the Immersia show their respect.
Yeah, if I have any deviation from my normal schedule, I will be posting there about it. And I'll also probably post reminders every week too. So yeah, I set that up pretty recently, so it's not very filled out yet, and there's not many people who have joined yet, but I will be maintaining it, so there will be announcements pre-stream and everything like that.
Play along?
Let's just stop wasting time. Just treat us to some milk tea. And then we can start our real swordplay training, okay?
Yeah! Alright, let's go! To the Sleepless Earl!
Such an outdated art form.
Hey, this is not how it's supposed to be, right? The Cienjo is known for its tea culture and hospitality, but you're not treating me like a guest at all. Seriously, am I not a guest?
Not Scott again. Oh, he's the worst.
Dear guest.
Stop! Don't call me a guest. You're not even treating me as one. I want my tea just right. Not too hot, not too cold, but the tea you served was either freezing or scalding. Is this how you treat your guest on the Cienjo? How fantastic!
Yeah, his voice really annoys me too, which I'm sure is the point, but it just... I don't like it.
Just like slop. And you even have the nerve to charge me for it. Are you trying to scam honest folks? And that name, the Sleepless Earl. It's so hard to remember. How about we give you a new plaque that says Cienjo Slop? It suits this place better, don't you think?
Stop! You've gone too far!
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, who's that trying to be a hero?
It's me, March 7th. Cause more trouble and I'll show you who your mommy is. Wait, that sounded lame. Hey, say something for me. That's right! I'm the Sword Champion!
Never heard of you. Now scurry back to wherever you crawled
Yeah,
out
that one was a little unhinged.
Mr. Scott, I'm Yenching, a Cloud Knight lieutenant. We've met before, and I suggest you stop causing trouble.
Trouble? Ha! I'm just giving some feedback as a regular customer. The tea here is terrible, and now the Cloud Knights want to stop me from complaining about it? At this rate, who would want to ever come here for tea in the future?
A regular customer? You?
Yeah, what else would I be? The Xianzhou's prisoner?
Anyway, if you're trying to bully this young lady, you'd better watch out for the weapon in my hand.
Yeah, me too. Especially like towards the beginning of the storyline too, when they were arguing so much. It really puts a focus on how young they actually are in comparison to some of the other characters. But it is also really cool to see them kind of taking ownership a little bit more too, as they do.
Huh? Oh, that really scares me. Come on, you're not seriously trying to take my life with that piece of scrap metal, are ya?
Scrap metal? This is my sword! I'm here to learn Xianzhou swordplay.
You shouldn't insult March. She's doing her best.
Swordplay? Oh, I get it now. It's just another kind of play, right? That explains why you're dressed like you're in a show. You're not even from the Xianzhou, so why bother learning their swordplay? If you're feeling unsafe, I can sell you an IPC mech.
Huh! As if anyone wants your junkyard scrap mechs!
Oh, how marvelous! How about you show me then?
Ooh.
Well, guess it's time to show these bumpkins something serious.
Yes, we get to fight him. Yeah.
Just a reminder, IPC members, street fighting on the Xianzhou Lafu is prohibited.
Make any funny moves, and I'll smash that scrap metal.
Hey, relax. I know the rules. These are my subordinates. They got stuck here because of the transport ship incident, and they need to vent their frustration. In the end, it's all the Xianzhou's fault. Well, I can overlook the terrible tea, but now that you're questioning my security, I can't let it slide. After all, I have a courier business to run, and with so many clients watching, that just wouldn't look too good now, would it? Instead of wasting your life learning useless swordplay, why not invest in our civilian mechs? You'll have your master kneeling and begging for mercy in no time.
That seems unlikely.
Stop! Don't you dare insult Xianzhou swordplay like that! If you have the guts, I'll show your mechs what I can do.
Heck yeah, you will, March.
Huh? A fight, you say? Now that you've thrown down the gauntlet, March 7th, I feel I'm obliged to accept your challenge. Say whatever you want, but once you've seen what our mechs can do, you'll be practically begging us for them. Oh, come on! How could I say no to a bet?
You probably should after last time.
So, I can see you're no master yet, March, but I'll play fair. You go back and learn swordplay from your teachers here, and in 15 days, I'll come find you and challenge you with my mechs.
Ah, boo, we don't get to fight him now?
Only 15 days? Alright, fine.
And if you lose, you'll have to bark like a dog in public and shout, "Xianzhou swordplay is a total joke!" You'll stand at the entrance of our room alley and say it to everyone passing by. Oh, and if that's the case, just forget about your master and become my apprentice instead. I'll teach you how to pilot a mech.
He is just truly the worst.
And if I win?
I'll become your apprentice?
I sure hope so.
I don't think so. I don't like you.
Yeah, March, no one likes him. That's the point.
Okay, how about this? If I lose, I'll squeal like a pig in public and say, IPC mechs are a total joke! And I'll even print that on every mech on the transport ship. Deal?
Squealing isn't enough. You also need to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl and take back what you said about Xianzhou swordplay.
Fine, I get it. But you've got to actually beat me with that little scrap of metal first. You all heard it, right? We'll meet again in 15 days. Let's go.
Definitely a fight I'm looking forward to.
Are you okay?
Yes. Thank you all for your timely help. The shop facing a bit of flack from visitors is a minor issue, but Miss March's decisions to challenge him is serious. I feel responsible as if the shop has inconvenienced you.
Don't worry. I can't stand by and watch someone be bullied. I have to stand up against injustice, no matter what.
Not only do you speak like a hero from an immersia, but you also have a kind heart. Your charisma has completely won me over, Miss March.
I'm not quite a hero. Yet.
Oh, I know you're here for the tea ceremony. Please come inside.
Thanks for the invitation, but right now, I just want to focus on practicing swordplay. Masters, let's save the tea for later.
Sure, the tea can wait for now. However, I have a question, Miss March. How confident are you about the bet you just made?
Yeah, me too. Especially some of the earlier on characters. Because I know technically Dunhung's he's got his other version, which is different. But I feel like it's a really great way to actually make some of the earlier characters more playable now. Because as more and more characters happen, it just, like, they'll either get bogged down or there'll be someone else who they've newly created who's better than them, so you want to pull for them. But if they're more versatile, especially if they're more similar to Trailblazer, because this is a little bit different, the ability to switch paths inside of Simulated Universe for Trailblazer in particular is really helpful. So
Come on, how could I possibly lose?
yeah, I really do hope they add some more for some of our other early characters.
You're right. It seems she really hasn't considered anything. I don't see any issue with it. Let March give it a shot. As long as she trains diligently, I believe she can easily deal with that hunk of IPC scrap metal.
As long as she trains diligently.
I'm now filled with determination, Masters. I'll learn swordplay well and teach that guy a lesson. You're my most trusted friend. You'll be my assistant teacher and make sure I learn swordplay properly. If I can't learn swordplay well, I'll have no one to blame but myself. Masters, Miss Teaching Assistant, let's go back and start the training now.
I also feel like March was a really good choice to start off with, giving her a new path here and kind of hopefully kickstart more. We'll see. But she's definitely she's my first character that I removed from the starting line, essentially. Just because the shielding at that point, healing won out from Natasha
Quitting my job at the Sky Fair.
at that point in time. So yeah, I'm excited to see if they do any more characters.
Whoa.
I know, she's definitely one of the
That IPC guy will show up in 15 days. I've
One of
gotta
the
become a sword master by
least
then.
helpful shielders that we have, and especially like, well, even late game, if you've got a really well built
Becoming a sword master in a mere 15 days is quite challenging.
Honestly though, I'd like to see it and see how on earth they would manage to play that one. Could be interesting.
But we can't lose our momentum, Master Yun Li.
momentum alone will only keep you going for about 3 days. If you really want to stick with it, you need a solid plan.
No worries. I've found my professional teaching assistant to help me organize the lessons, so there won't be any problems. Rest assured, Masters. If not in me, at least place your faith in her, my trusty sidekick.
Miss March is really passionate about learning swordplay, and now she has a clear goal in mind. That's a good thing for her. There are many ways to defeat villains, but if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. I hope you will always remember this, Miss March.
Yeah, I'm honestly kind of surprised we didn't get an opportunity to react to that one. Cause,
Got it. It's all
we just accepted that one quietly, I guess.
Since you've got that in mind, it's time for me to set some targets for you.
Please, go ahead, Master Yunli.
We'll have 3 exams during these 15 days. If you pass our tests, those pieces of IPC scrap won't stand a chance. But if you fail...
That would mean Yun Li is a terrible teacher. And if that's the case, I hope you won't force yourself to take on the challenge, Miss March.
Yanqing? Look, I know she stole your sword and you're a little salty, but let's play nicely, please.
Hey! You are the terrible teacher here.
I understand. In the Immersia, the disciple and the master share both honor and disgrace. If the apprentice fails, the master loses face too.
Well, there aren't that many customs on the Xianzhou. I'm just worried about you getting hurt.
I am looking forward to watching them as they fight. Hope we get to. I guess I don't know that we will, but I want to see it.
But as long as you practice diligently and pass the tests, we'll feel confident about your duel. Now, let's go back to the first question I asked you. I'm sure you found a reason to wield your sword, right, Miss March?
Absolutely! I wield my sword to become a hero. I want to fight for justice, punish the wicked, and make them quiver in fear and run away when they see me.
March, I don't know if that one's a realistic goal, hon. You're very adorable.
Then keep that fire burning, and learn with all your heart.
You haven't said much, Miss Teaching Assistant. Any suggestions before we officially start training? Exactly! I prefer the cool, calm, and ruthless way of doing things. That's my kind of style.
Yeah. Yeah, she
That's
definitely
enough
doesn't
chit-chat
read
for now.
scary to
Don't
me.
forget to keep an eye on my swordplay practice.
Okay, so I need to increase strength. Okay. Oh. I see. Yeah, I'm always interested to see what the mini games end up as and how fun they are. My favorite so far that I've seen was probably the Origami Bird Clash. Yeah, the little pop-ups are pretty great. Yunli has no mercy. Goodness. Oh. Okay.
Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out.
Okay. Yeah, so we gotta increase strength. And then probably another excursion.
What do you recommend?
Okay. I feel like we should go strength. Ooh. Ah, this is our excursion. I see. So that should get us to where we need to be to learn our goal move. Ooh. No idea still what those mean, huh? Okay, so do these change at all then? It looks like no, so we can speed up. Oh.
I learned so much today.
Yes, okay, there's that sword move. Oh yeah? I'm excited to see it though. Yes.
Did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all.
Yeah, her playstyle. I have her, I got her traces pretty quick. Okay, cool animations. Yeah, I like playing as her. I've basically for the course of the event just stuck her in the spot where I've had Boot Hill, which honestly she fits pretty well there. Their playstyles, like they're not similar in terms of like when they act and the damage they deal. March obviously deals less, but her follow-up attack and her like high crit rate and everything, she feels a little bit like Boot Hill just from a damage perspective. She's just a lot harder to manage. Okay, so we get to watch an immersion. That's fun.
How should I go about this?
Let's do tenacity.
Huh?
Right?
Today, you'll face your first test. It's all about the basics.
Oh, I know! It's float like a butterfly, sting like a bee, right?
That's boxing? But close enough, I guess.
Grasping the basics is crucial to mastering swordplay, Miss March. Focus on wielding your sword properly, making your thrusts swift and strikes brisk.
And parries should be fluid and nimble. Got it!
See? Even March is getting bored of your rambling.
But
Those
I'm
two.
actually not bored at all.
Miss March is still a novice, so I'm giving her some tips on the basics to help her better understand them. Neglecting the basics will only make you vulnerable in a fight. Even for an extraordinary sword master like you, Yunli.
Just focus on your teaching. Why bring me into this?
What? Didn't General Huyan offer you any guidance?
Looks like your general hasn't told you to stop hopping around like a sparrow in a fight, huh?
Miss March has been learning the basics of swordplay, and now it's time to put her knowledge to the test.
Do they really? Huh. I mean, I guess I can see it.
Unsheath your swords and show me what you've got, March.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
I'm a little bit sad that we don't get to control her at all here.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this! Awesome! Now watch this!
Wow. Yeah, for sure. Which, it does make sense, because you don't want to treat it like a character trial when it obviously isn't a good representation. But I just generally like to control them when they're acting,
Looks like
for the
I
most
passed
part.
the test, right?
Yeah, well done. You passed with flying colors.
Great! Hey, hurry up and congratulate me. Ah, jeez, you sound just like those parents on the Xianzhou. Can't I get some praise now?
Fine, you did a good job.
I couldn't have done it without my masters and you, Miss Teaching Assistant. So if I were to take on that IPC guy now, what would you say are my chances?
You already have a martial arts background and plenty of real combat experience. With swordplay guidance from me and Yunli, if you were to challenge the IPC's security mechs now, I believe...
You wouldn't stand a chance.
I mean, probably.
Yunli's... right.
No chance? Hey, are you trying to crush my confidence? I'm the kind of girl who performs better when I'm showered with praise, just so you know. Oh, come on. You're just talking nonsense to keep me motivated.
Hi, welcome.
I thought teaching March was just something of a hobby, but now, actually seeing her progress gives me a sense of accomplishment.
Oh, really? So now you finally acknowledge her talent, Master Yunli? Don't worry, Miss March. I've been serious about teaching you from the start.
Oh, they're going at it again.
Oh, don't try to cause a rift between us. Every move and technique I taught March is straight from the Juming art of swordplay.
15 days of training is short, Miss March. Whether you pass or fail this test, I hope you'll continue with the basics, because that's your best shot at winning. After every test, the General would take me to the Artisanship Commission for sword maintenance. Let's go, Miss March. Today, I'll follow the General's example as a way of acknowledging your progress.
Thank you, Master Yanqing.
So, have you found any information about her?
Scott being sketchy. I mean, not that I didn't expect him to be sketchy, but...
Yeah, that girl is one of the nameless on the Astral Express. Oh, she's no pushover. Don't you think this bet's a bit too risky?
Yeah, it is. So what? Have you seen those big shots in the Strategic Investment Department? Do they ever make safe bets? She thinks she can fool me by flying under the radar? You there! Get me the most powerful mech we've got!
Understood. Checking the inventory now.
Now I'm curious to see what this 15-day crash course apprentice is really capable of.
Yeah. Okay, so we need combo of strength and tenacity. We'll balance an excursion.
I'll fight 10.
Oh.
Wonder what I'll run into today.
Oh, an escapade. That sounds like fun. Whoa! I mean, yeah. Taking a break. That's good. Dale, what a rude thing to say to her. Oh, you don't even have hands. I mean, as far as comebacks go, that's a pretty solid one. Ooh, a zombie case. How fun. I mean, you know, kinda, technically, he has hands. I don't know. He's a ghost. Can he hold things with them? I honestly don't know if that one's ever been clarified. Ooh. Assistance.
I'll fight 10!
The little pictures that show up of her. She looks so genuinely upset.
How should I go about this?
Tie a rope and enter the painting to explore. We'll have mood later.
Okay. Jeez, I'm exhausted. I think today should be a rest day. Let's do this! Wonder what I'll run into today.
Oh, do we get to do the zombie-related case? It really is, yeah. Yeah, I think that'll take a while to get to. It'll be rough. Okay. War dance, combat registrant. Interesting. Muttering all sorts of exercise rhymes? Did they overtrain? Practicing. What? I mean, not necessarily, but... Okay. Well, alright, fair enough, if they both went there. I don't think there's a murderer, but it can't be a Heliobus, though. You just said there's no traces, but it must be. True, March probably could do with touching some grass, but... Tonight still, I'll probably finish up this section and then call it a night, so. Just a little bit longer. And then I probably had better get going. Even more people have gone in. I mean, that is the problem with having a bunch of random people invited to the LeFou. When you've got a banned area. Ghost market?
What do you recommend? That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb it.
Oof. This is gonna be close.
Time for your second test.
Oh,
I'll be your examiner
didn't
this
quite
time,
get there.
and I'll be testing
That's
your ability to
unfortunate.
defeat enemies with unconventional moves.
What does that mean, Yunli?
Grandpa always said that everything can be a sword, and that there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in this vast world. If you want to defeat your opponent, you'll need your own secret move.
Speaking of secret moves, I've prepared
some
flaming potent tea.
Huh? Is that the flaming potent tea from Arumali?
You got it! I saw this immersion where the hero drank the flaming potent tea and started stumbling and shaking all over the place. But then he managed to defeat his father's murderer with his drunken swordplay.
Good example. Do you know how to do the drunken swordplay?
No. I figured I could just learn it by drinking flaming potent tea.
You know, March, maybe we could think things through a little bit before we say them, but that's okay.
That's not how it works in real life, Miss March.
Absolutely. I've learned a lot from my adventures.
I've heard you've traveled a lot, Miss March. I'm excited to see how you incorporate your experiences into your swordplay moves.
Your opponent this time is similar to the IPC mechs. Unsheath your swords and give it everything you've got.
According to the schedule, there's a test today, right? I'm ready. Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword.
Okay. Oh man, 800's the next one? That's a lot. Okay, at least we've got something. We're closer. We'll see how this goes.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
Lower your weapon.
Yeah! Awesome! Now watch this!
Criminal.
Yeah, sanction mode's gonna be the real problem here. As if we get absolutely spammed with enemies.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this!
It seems to be going okay-ish, at least.
Not very sportsmanlike. Yeah.
Commencing
Okay,
passive
so they don't actually hit you terribly hard. Woohoo! Victory! Yeah, exactly. Yeah, normally you'd have 4 and it would be an interesting time. But I think also the enemies are hitting a lot less hard.
Phew.
For sure.
That was tough.
Those moves were pretty unconventional, but the way you've blended them into your swordplay was impressive. It's like you've developed your own unique style, Miss March. So, I thought you were just wasting your time traveling around with Yun Li's encouragement, but it seems like it's paid off.
Well, well. Looks like someone's finally seeing sense.
Thank you both for your guidance. So, did I pass the test?
Without a doubt. You aced it.
Awesome! Hey, Miss Teaching Assistant. Isn't it about time you showered me with praise? I won't be modest this time. My skills have improved by leaps and bounds.
They really have. You're doing
General
great.
Jing Yuan once told me that everyone has the potential to be my master. Not just Cloud Knight instructors, but also artists and outsiders.
Yeah. Maybe that'll be another dialogue option in the future.
Actually, I
Rather
was
than
once
galactic
convinced by knifing
baseballer.
and swallowing a sword. That's definitely not something you learn from regular practice.
So, what do you think your odds are, March?
Maybe around 30 or 40%? Well, I've gained a deeper understanding of swordplay, and I'm more aware of my own strengths now.
Good for you.
By the way, in those Immersia stories, the sword masters always hide their true strength before a decisive battle. Oh, you got me.
Sounds about right.
From the test, I can tell that you still need some time to master your swordplay. But you did pretty well. Milk tea is on me today.
Ooh.
Yeah!
Oh no.
The
Scott's
progress report on
plotting
the Nameless
again.
Girl's sword training is complete. What should I do now, Specialist Scott?
Huh? Are you being sarcastic or something?
I mean, don't I have other important tasks to do? It feels like a bit of a waste of time to keep tabs on some random girl's swordplay training.
Oh, he really said it. Go random IPC worker.
A waste of time? No! This is about safeguarding the reputation of the IPC and the honor of the Ember Lord. Are you saying that March 7th can actually take down an Arumaton from the Artisanship Commission with a sword? Come on, an Arumaton is no match for our state-of-the-art mechs. Go and strengthen our mechs even further. I refuse to believe that little sliver of metal can actually challenge our cutting-edge technology.
But the armor's already pretty thick.
No, it's not enough. Reinforce it more. If I lose face, it's like losing face for the IPC and the Ember Lord. Can we afford to let that happen?
Understood.
You are just the worst, Scott. Hey, thanks for the follow. Yeah, let's see. Let's see if we can get it up there. It's gonna be rough. Oh, alright. Excursion it is.
I'll fight 10!
hope to. Yeah. We'll see, though. I also want to save some of my jades for some of the future characters coming down the line.
How should I go about this? Okay. That's enough training for today. I need time to absorb everything.
There we
Wonder
go.
what I'll run into today.
Oh, another escapade. Don't do it, March. Ooh, pretty purple. Ah. Yay, whoa, go whoa. Oh. We don't have time to rest. I'm glad we get another little story blip with Ho-Ho here. Makes a little bit more sense that she was the part of the previous banners, too. Yes, better assist. Awesome. Okay. We should. Are you not gonna let me level them? Fine. After performing an excursion. Do that.
Another new move under my belt. I gotta find time to try it out.
Okay, I see. We need to learn other moves. Okay, so we need some decks. We need some random other things. Cutie, and then let's see, does it make more sense to go, let's see, tenacity. Okay, we barely need any to get up to the next one for her tenacity, so let's do some of that. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that should do it. March falling asleep.
I learned so much today. Well done, me.
Very true. Go you. Alright. Acuity training. I guess we'll go with that.
But did I really just learn that? I guess I am pretty awesome after all.
Nice work. Okay. So... let's see, what else can we get here? So we could try and go all the way here. Or we can branch out, seems like. Probably it makes more sense to go with what our bonus is for. I would think. So I guess we'll try and do that. See how it goes.
What do you recommend?
No, not losing synced vision. Are we gonna be lost forever? That's unfortunate. Nice.
Wonder what I'll run into today.
Alright. Heliobus has been sealed away. That's good. Good. Good to know. Hopefully that's true. Ooh, rare assist effects. That's fun. Let's see. Each action additionally increases strength and acuity by 9. Oh, okay. Interesting. So basically variety is the way to go. Let's see.
Another step closer to star-crazing glass greatsword.
Alright, is it worth doing strength training here at all? We'd need another 20, so probably, actually, we could probably get there. Yeah. Dex. And then tenacity. Although she's disgruntled now, so we shouldn't do that. We'll do this other excursion.
I'll fight 10!
I just really like looking at all the little art they've added in here. It's just a really fun little addition that makes this
Well done,
much more interesting to watch.
Before we start the test, there's something I need to tell you, Miss March. I've received a challenge letter from Scott.
Oh.
He's made thorough preparations, contacting the Realm Keeping Commission and getting approval for a martial arts exchange event. He even chose Arumali as the venue. Seems like he has some connections there. However, according to the rules, the person receiving the challenge letter has the right to decline the challenge.
Declining would be like admitting defeat. Of course I'll accept it.
But before that, you need to pass the final test, the graduation exam.
We can do it. I'm sure of it.
Well, it's not really graduation. It's just that the opponent for this exam is your master, Yenqing.
Oh no.
When General Jing Yuan was teaching me swordplay, he used to personally spar with me during crucial moments to assess my skills.
After all, the master should be the one who is most aware of their students' strengths and weaknesses.
But, Master Yenqing, facing you in a duel, do I really stand a chance?
How will we ever find out if you don't even try? Are you only scared because I'm your opponent, Miss March?
Unsheath your swords and get ready, Miss March. The duel starts now.
The final test. I'm a little nervous. Oh, come on, March 7th. You got this.
Alrighty. Let's see if we do.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this.
Yeah, you were right about her being absolutely insane.
Come get me.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Awesome. Shing. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs.
I know.
Watch this.
Yeah, I can't even imagine if that was an actual playable character. Just being able to do everything. That's... It would be just so broken. I know why they don't, but my goodness.
I'm just warming up.
Not very sportsmanlike. Yeah. Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs. Watch this.
I failed.
That's insane. I know. Yeah, I can only imagine with her at 100%.
You've made it this far, Miss March. You've passed the exam.
Oh. Ha! I told you compliments make me better.
With your swordplay skills, you can effortlessly take down IPC Max, March.
Yeah, I'll definitely have to keep messing around with that. I honestly just kind of want to see it.
But
that sounds
looking
cool.
Back, haven't you learned something more important than just swordplay?
Yeah, I've not only learned swordplay from masters, but I've also met a bunch of people and gained a lot of insights from my experiences.
Those experiences will nourish your sword skills. It's just like Master Yunli said. Everything can be a sword, and there are endless possibilities for learning swordplay in the vast world.
That actually makes sense. Now, I'd love to hear your suggestions on how to defeat Scott.
Whoa, that was a little bit of a interesting one.
Yeah, I'll show Scott the power of the Xianzhou swordplay that he despises.
I remember Yenqing once said, there are many ways to defeat villains. But if you want to become a true hero, you have to focus on self-improvement. Do you feel any closer to becoming the great hero you've always dreamed of?
Yes, absolutely. The great hero within me is definitely up to the task.
Alright. Yeah, we'll go participate in this duel, and then I think I'll call it for tonight.
Well, well. If it isn't our hero, March 7th.
I'm not hiding or backing down. You challenged me, and I'm here to accept it. But I'm curious, why pick Arum Alley of all places? It's packed with tourists around, and it'd be bad if someone got hurt.
Why Alroom Alley? Well, your buddy knows the answer to that.
Well, thank you for joining me.
I can't deny it. That fateful day left a mark on me. That's why I chose this place. I want to show all those people who laughed at me that I can stand on my own 2 feet again. They'll be like, what? That Scott is back again? What's he got up to this time? They'll see that I, Scott, who was once shamed in front of everyone, is back in Alroom Alley to restore his honor. They'll see that it won't be me squealing like a pig today, but you!
If you say so.
Yeah, if that's all a villain did in an immersia, I'd definitely be asking for a refund.
As you rightly should, March.
Ah! Shut up! Look, I have my principles. I refuse to spend my life haunted by what happened in Alroom Alley. Do you think I'm just some sort of IPC small fry? I've been patient for so long, just waiting for the right moment. I don't care about proving my greatness. It's about showing everyone in Alroom Alley that I will reclaim what was taken from me.
Do you really have nothing better to do, Scott? Is that really where your life's at?
No, you won't.
I've been keeping an eye on you. Seriously, do you really believe that you, a rookie who's only been learning swordplay for 15 days, can defeat my invincible mechs? Dream on! Enough with the talk. Let's get down to business, boys.
Let's do it.
Once you bite the dust, you'll know what I'm capable of. Yeah! Not very sportsmanlike.
Rude.
Yeah! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, watch this!
Yeah, she just is hitting so hard and so fast. Plus the healing, like...
Not very sportsmanlike.
That's crazy. Oh.
Now watch this! Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, watch this!
Yeah, I'll definitely have to, yeah, that too. Uh-huh. Like, it's just, it's everything they could possibly give her, it feels like. And they're just like, yeah, let's do it. Why not? Oh.
Azure Dragon, White Tiger, less carbs, watch this! Awesome!
Oh. And she just keeps going and going and going, too. She's so fast from all of her, boosts.
You pathetic losers! How did you all lose to that rookie?
Hey, stop blaming others! Didn't you lose to me too?
Yeah.
So, does that mean I have to? No way! This can't be happening! How could a tiny piece of scrap metal defeat the IPC's mechs? You guys must have cheated! This doesn't count. I demand a rematch!
Scrap metal, huh? The key to victory is never the weapon. It's the person wielding it!
Yeah, you tell him, March.
Right. I bet you're quite familiar with them, too.
Enough! Fine. I've done this before anyway. I apologize. I want to apologize to the owner of the Sleepless Earl. It's my fault for causing trouble and making a scene on purpose.
Yeah. They're coming.
Yeah. Don't forget the squealing.
Make him squeal! Make him squeal!
Hold on a sec. I want to get this on video.
It's happening all over again. All right! But before I squeal like a pig, there's something else I want to say. IPC mechs are a total joke. Oink! Oink, oink. Oink. Oink, oink. Oink.
I can only imagine. He must have. And he does such a great job with that character, too. Like, he's the most annoying character I've ever heard.
Start with the good stuff. Compliments make me better, so remember to say lots of nice things.
Honestly, probably, yeah. I gotta imagine that one's gotta be, of all the lines that would be difficult to say, that one's gotta be up there. For sure. Alright, well, I have got to call it a night. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will be back streaming again this Friday starting at 6 p.m. sharp, and if you're interested in updates, I will also post my Discord link, so you can join me there too for announcements and just chatting. Yeah, see you soon. Great to have you. Have a good evening, everybody.